My name is Anita Mauji, and today's class is about a request I received from some of my students and some people who've been taking classes with me online about having shortness of breath, anxiety, and stress, not being able to breathe. I wanted to address some practices in today's class to help you ease, whether you may be an older person, elderly person, or a young teenager, which some of my friends have. Something about stress is that some of us are so used to carrying stress in our body. It's a natural occurrence in any life, in every life, everywhere, all along the world. The thing is, sometimes stress becomes so natural to us that we don't even know where we hold it. And some of us walk around with our shoulders up here, and this becomes our new normal. Some of us grind our teeth while we are aware or unaware at night, and that becomes normal. Some of us fidget with our fingers until the skin starts to deteriorate and we start to bleed. Some of us bite our nails. So the idea here is that stress can manifest and be seen in many ways, and each one of us holds it possibly in a different place. Today I want to address some areas of stress and release them through asana postures. And sometimes when we are knee deep in stress, sitting still is the hardest thing to do. So I want to get us moving right away. If you have a block, go ahead and sit up on a block so that your hips are slightly elevated and the knees can be releasing down. Right away, we take the stress out of our groins. If you don't have a block, go ahead and grab a couple of towels, fold them up, and you can place them behind you, stacking them up, giving you some height. So just right here, let's go into contraction and release. So inhale, lift your shoulders up. Exhale, release. Let's do this twice more. Inhale, lift them up. Notice if this is your normal. Exhale, exaggerate them and release them the opposite way. One more time. Inhale, lift them up. Exhale, relax and fully release. Let's do that same thing with our hands. Inhale, reach your arms forward. Make them into a tight fist. Exhale, release. Feel the sensations of the body already saying, that actually felt good. So inhale, lift them up, tense every muscle of the upper arms, biceps, triceps. Exhale, release. So when you release, I want you to really let go. Imagine that you're holding heavy grocery bags. And exhale, release. Good. Okay, come on to all fours. Let's start moving right away. So some of you who have practiced with me, we often start our class with cat-cow. This time we're going to make circles with our hips. So spread your fingers wide. Again, if shoulders are tight, turn the index finger thumb more forward. We can start this way. It allows us to get spacious in the chest. You're going to make a big circle to your right with your hips, your chest. On the breath out, you're going to make a circle to your left. And then just keep moving like this with me. Inhale to the right and exhale to the left. And we're going to do about 7 more of these. So you can keep your eyes forward or close your eyes and feel the tightness in your body through your breath. The more you close your eyes and draw inwards, the more you'll be able to target the pose and make it your own to suit yourself where you hold your stress. So keep moving in the same direction to the right-hand side. Knees can be wide as comfortable. Feet can be in a place that's comfortable. So there's no actual format or placement for this pose. Next time your chest pulls to the right, your hips pull to the right, go ahead, pause in the front, take a big inhale, and then exhale, switch directions of the circular movement. So start moving your hips, chest, shoulder, head in the opposite direction. Close your eyes and once again start to tap how this movement can ease or identify where you're holding stress in your body. For some of us, we might feel this in the hips. Some of us might feel this in the groins. Some of us might feel this in the shoulders, in the neck. Let the head become part of this movement. You're extending from side to side of the spine. You're laterally stretching the spine. The hips are making a circular movement. If you had a crayon right below your belly button, you're making a big white circle along the floor. Let's do one more round. And then from here, come back towards neutral, which means the chest is lined up between the thumbs. And then on your next exhale, bring your big toes together, pull your hips back, move towards child's pose. You soften your chest down to the floor. We're gonna keep moving, press into the palms. Inhale, walk your hands forward. Release the crease in your hips and come into half plank. And then exhale back. Now we're gonna do this for about 7 more rounds. Inhale forward. And then exhale, pull the hips back. Inhale forward, breathe through the nose. Exhale and pay attention to the exhale even more. So exhale deeply to release any stale breath out of your lungs so that new breath can move in as you breathe in. Big exhale, longer exhale. Exhale all the way out so the breath, fresh breath can move in. A lot of times when we are anxious and when we are chronically, which means for a longer time, sitting in a place of anxiety, stress, we forget how to breathe. And the easiest way I direct my students is to focus on the amount that they exhale. So continue to focus and make your exhales longer, 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 even more longer. And then let the inhale just happen naturally because now the lungs have space to open and receive. Exhale fully, breathe out fully, 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 all the way. Maybe you feel the belly button moving back towards the lower back and then inhale and receive. We're gonna do one more. Exhale this time out of the mouth. Keep going. Inhale through the nose. Imagine that there is a pair of glasses right in front of your mouth. Exhale, fog those glasses. Keep fogging. Close your mouth. Inhale through the nose. Last one like this. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale and come on to all fours. Beautiful. Bring your knees together. Bring your heels together and then go ahead and sit back and down onto your heels. Now, if you have flexibility in your knees, this should be no problem. But if you start to feel any kind of pain pulling along the front of your body here, go ahead and place that stack of books between your heels or place a block between your heels. Place a block between the inner sides of the feet. Roll the calves out of the way and sit down. Okay, from here, interlace your fingers around chest height and inhale, lift the arms up. As you exhale, open the chest to the right, release the hands down. With the breath, we're going to reach the arms around and up. Exhale, we're going to switch the opposite side. We're twisting the spine. Inhale, lift up. And then exhale, pay more attention to the exhale. Exhale all the way until you feel the belly move back towards the lower back. Inhale, receive. And then exhale to the left. Inhale through the nose. Lift up high, keep breathing in. Exhale out of the mouth. Place your left hand to the outside of the right knee and give it a little tug, squeezing a little bit more breath out of the lower parts of the lung so that you can receive more breath up here. Inhale, lift up. And then exhale, notice if you have more space. Notice if the breath feels a little bit lighter, a little bit fuller. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. At the end of the exhale, Wrap your left hand to the outside right shin knee and give it a little tug, opening the right shoulder to the right a little bit more. Same thing on the left side. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, right hand to the outer left knee, giving your spine a little extra twist as the left hand extends away. One more cycle. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, last side. Beautiful. Now come on to bring your feet to the front and then straighten your legs. You can keep your knees slightly bent and just tap your legs. Tap the back of your hamstrings. Beautiful. And then point and flex the toes. Point and flex, point and flex. Good. Okay, take your right hand to the right inner knee and then bend it. If your knee is hovering away from the floor, take your blanket, tuck it behind that knee, and then open the right leg, the left leg, the extended leg out to the side. You're gonna walk your hands forward. If this is an extreme stretch for you behind the hamstring, bend your knee. We're gonna just do seated cat-cow. So you're gonna inhale forward, scoop the floor towards you, open the chest, exhale round. Inhale through the nose. I'm going to teach you another exhale. It's called lion's breath. Stick your tongue out, exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Last one, inhale through the nose. And exhale. Beautiful. Take your extended leg, bend it, assisted by bringing a hand into the inner knee. Bring the soles of the feet together. Interlace your index and third finger to the outside of the big toe, and then just flap the wings of your knees. So this is called cobbler's pose, butterfly pose. Flap your knees, hug your hips in, and let your thighs release towards the floor. Notice if you can feel the weight between the right and the left sit bone. Notice if you can feel the weight and the physical placement of the front and the back of the sit bone. Try and sit at the very top. And flap your wings. We're just bouncing the outer thighs towards the floor. We're releasing any stress you might be holding in our inner groin, inner thighs. One more big breath in. And exhale. Beautiful. Keep the left knee bent. Extend the right leg forward. Again, those of you who have a tiny bend in that knee, you can go ahead and bend it. Some of you can extend it. Others, if you have a free blanket or a towel, can place the towel beneath the knee. So there's so many modifications. This practice is really for everyone. Hands to the inside. Scoop the floor towards you, open the chest, soften the shoulders away, press them down. Exhale, round the spine. Let's add lion's breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, stick your tongue out. Inhale through the nose, sit up a little taller. Widen the collarbones, soften the eyes. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And then exhale. Beautiful, and then slowly release. Take your hand to the right inner knee. Bring that sole of the foot in. Round 2 of cobbler's pose. So the reason why they call this cobbler's pose is because Indian cobblers on the streets of India, I had the pleasure of growing up there, and I had the pleasure of meeting such cobblers. They sit on the roadside like this with a little cushion underneath just their buttocks, and they take the shoe and place it in between their heels, hugging the heels in, hugging the hips in, so that basically their feet act as an extra set of hands, and then they can work on the shoe. A lot of the shoes there were leather, so you could find them using a big thick needle, binding, mending the shoes that might have been broken. When we grew up, there was a lot of stuff that we fixed instead of throwing away and just buying new. We had a lot of support around us, a lot of industries that supported us to live sort of a sustainable life, which is really fun and a great way to live, and definitely lessons that I can carry forward into my life here with myself and my kids. Anyway, inhale, lift the chest up, and then exhale. That is my story about cobbler's pose. Why is it called cobbler's? Go ahead and drop your head down towards your toes, round your spine. You may notice that the lower back, the hips, the upper back, the head really needed this. Take one more breath here. Bring your hands to the floor. Exhale and release. All right, we did a lot of stuff on the floor. We opened up the hips a little bit. We opened up the little groin, our inner groins a little bit. So let's stand up and move the other parts of our body, our arms, our legs. Okay, feet behind you. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Spread your fingers wide. Lift your toes, curl your toes under, lift your knees and hips off the floor. Inhale, lift your heels, lift your hips up. Exhale, soften your chest, bend your knees. Line up your ears with the inner arms and then extend the heels towards the floor. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, lift up tall. Spread your fingers wide, press the palms down, hug them in. Exhale, bend your knees, soften your chest towards your thighs. Hug your heels in and lift them equally away from the floor. Exhale, straighten the legs. Inhale, stay. One more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bend. Soften the chest towards the thighs. Press the fingertips down and release the heels down. Okay, bring your left foot to the midline. Reach your right leg up behind you. Inhale, point your toe away. Exhale, hug your knee in and round your spine. Twice more. Inhale, lift your leg back. Exhale, hug it in. Round the spine, find plank pose. Last one. Inhale, lift it up. And then exhale, bring it in. Hug it in so much so, flex that right foot and then drop it down. If it doesn't make it all the way to the line of your hands, step that right foot forward. Lower the left knee down. On the first inhale, sweep your arms around and up. This never ceases to feel anything less than amazing to me. I love a low lunge. Place your right foot down. Isometrically drag the right foot back and open the chest. Lean the head, chest slightly back, maybe up. Take one more breath. Hug your right knee in. Exhale, release. We did some twists in the last class. Let's add that here. Drop your left hand down. Lift the left knee up, and on the inhale, open the chest to the right. Drop the chest, shoulders back, and invite a big breath in. Exhale, release. Take the right foot back. Inhale, forward plank. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, hips can release. Heart opens. Exhale, downward facing dog. Second side, right foot steps into the midline. Left leg reaches up and back. Exhale, hug it in, find plank. Breathe in through the nose. As you extend, breathe out through the nose. One more. Inhale, lift it up. And then exhale, bring it in, flex the foot, bring it towards the line of the hands. Lower the back knee down and come on up into a low lunge. Press the left foot down, isometrically drag it to the back of your mat so that you feel your left hamstring work. Now pressing the right knee down, sweep the arms around and up. Lift the chest up, soften the shoulders down. I believe we'll hook the thumbs, so go ahead and hook the thumbs. Spread the front of your palms wide. In reflexology, that is where the lung line is, right here. So spread from the mound of the index finger to the pinky. Lean your shoulders back, your head back. Lift the fingertips up. Get that beautiful stretch from the fingertips towards the right knee. And exhale, release. Let's get ready for our twist. Right hand to the ground. Right knee up. On the inhale, lengthen the left hand. On the exhale, twist. Lean the chest, the heart away from the left knee. Bask right here. Let this marinate. Let this openness, spaciousness. Sukha, meaning ease of flow. Can you find an ease of flow here? Right, lift your right knee up. Sink your hips down any amount. And exhale. Left hand to the floor. Front foot back plank. Exhale, lower down halfway or all the way. Inhale into baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay. Breathe for one breath. And for a second round. And on your third inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, look forward. Step to the front of your mat. Inhale, come up halfway. Press the fingertips against the shins, not the knee, below the knee. Exhale, fold. Press the feet down, inhale, rise up. And then exhale, hands to the heart. Samastitihi. So in Sanskrit and yoga philosophy, there are two words, sukha and dukkha. They are opposites of each other. Sukha is ease of flow. And dukkha is the opposite, obstruction, pain. It can be mental, it can be physical, it can be emotional, it can be chemical. See if you can find the obstruction in your body through these poses, and notice if you can bring your breath to those places and allow some of that obstruction, congestion, contraction to release. So if your arms are round and up, take your right hand over onto your left wrist. Inhale, lift up. Spread your feet slightly apart so they are hip distance apart. On the inhale, lift up, and then on the exhale, sway to the side. Inhale, draw the right shoulder, that's the shoulder underneath, on the lower side, forward, and the top shoulder back. Maybe look up towards the sky. Press the feet down, hug the feet slightly in towards each other, and notice if there's any tension on the side of the body. Take one more breath. Press into the feet, hug the feet together, and inhale, rise up. Exhale, release, beautiful. Opposite one, inhale, right arm up. Left hand holds onto the right forearm. Lift the right forearm up, and exhale, hug the hips in towards each other as the body leans to the left. Take the lower shoulder forward and top shoulder back. Lift your gaze up towards the sky. Can you lean to a place where the body is sturdy, alert, stable, strengthening and opening? One more breath, and then slowly release. Interlace your fingers. I'm just going to turn sides. You don't have to. Interlace your fingers behind you. Bend your elbows and then open the elbows wide as if you were trying to receive a big ball. So I want the back body, the arms, to resemble a circular shape, not extending, hyperextending, but open the elbows wide. In return, open the chest wide. Now drop your chin to the chest. Roll the chin towards your left shoulder. Take a big exhale here. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale back to the heart. Soften the gaze, the chin to the right shoulder. Notice if this side is more tense than the other. Slide the shoulders even further away. Chin back towards the heart. And then slowly release. Whew, that felt awesome. Okay, take your feet wide apart. Right foot, bend it. Turn the foot to the right. All the way. Left heel, slide it away. And then walk your feet away until your heels are your arm distance apart. Release the fingertips down. Turn the palms open towards the ceiling. And then stretch the fingertips out. Notice that the upper and the lower arms now become alive and awake. On the inhale, reach both arms up. Press into the right heel a little bit more to lift that right sit bone up. Keep it lifting up. As you exhale, bend the front knee. Turn the palms towards the floor for Virabhadrasana 2. warrior two. Let's do this once again. Inhale, lift up, press into the right heel, lift the right hip up, and then exhale, warrior two. One more time. Inhale, rise up, and then exhale. Look to your right fingertips. Lean to the right on the inhale, and on the exhale, place that right elbow onto the right mid-thigh. Raise the left hand up. Let this right sit bone drop down towards the floor. Look to your right knee. Make sure that the right big toe is available in your view. And then reach the left hand up and over. On the inhale, lengthen the left ankle. Release the left ankle towards the floor. That's my back foot. And then keep reaching the top hand over and up into the horizon. Let's add a little twist here. Inhale, lift the crown towards the left fingertips. As you exhale, take your right shoulder forward and your left shoulder back. Here is your twist. All right, coming out, all legs. Inhale, rise up. Straighten the front leg. Reverse warrior. Drop the right hand down. Drop the left hand down. And inhale, reach the right arm up. Take one more breath. And then circle to the floor. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels up. Exhale, bend your knees. Soften your chest back. Step to the front of your mat. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Press down. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Go ahead and step open once again. We're going to take warrior two on the second side. So this is just a fun way to do a half vinyasa. You don't have to do full vinyasas all the time. Hands on the hips. Slide the right heel away, bend the left knee, rotate the left knee toe out to the side. Widen your stance so that your heels are arm distance, wingspan distance apart. Okay, start right away by lifting the arms up. Lift the left hip up. And then exhale, settle down, warrior two. We do this twice more. Inhale, lift up. Shoulders move down as much as possible. Notice that we still have muscle memory and stress is still a part of our movement, whether we recognize it or not. So option to pause and close your eyes and see where you're holding unnecessary obstructions, constrictions, contractions. Unnecessary dukkha. Can you add a little bit of sukha, ease of flow? Inhale, go with the breath, go with the ease of the inhale, reach forward. On the exhale, ease of the exhale, descend the left thigh bone down. Inhale, open the chest, turn the palm towards the ear, and lengthen, lengthen, lengthen any amount diagonally. Release the right outer foot down to the floor. Here, notice if you can feel the left inner knee pulling forward and the right inner knee pressing back and the right heel getting heavier. If you close your eyes, you might be able to feel tension releasing out of the right front groin. Okay, let's add that twist. Inhale, open the eyes, lift the chest towards the horizon of the crown. On the exhale, let's add that twist. Roll the left shoulder forward and the right shoulder back. Open the throat, drop your ponytail back. Feel the liberation. Another Sanskrit word for you, moksha. Moksha here. Exhale, release. Hands to the floor. Left foot back. Come into plank. Exhale, downward face. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, Adho Mukha. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your heels, bend the right knee. Lift your heels, bend the left knee. And then widen your feet and widen your arms. Okay, on the exhale, push the floor away, draw the belly into your lower back. Take the right hand onto the sacrum. Inhale here. And then on the exhale, go ahead and catch a hold of the opposite ankle. And breathe. The arm that's still straight presses into the floor, trying to maintain both hips and pull both hips back equally. So find the symmetry of downward facing dog. Take one more breath. Exhale, walk the hand down towards the ankle, twist a little bit deeper, release any tension from the spine, and lower the hand down. Whew, that was great. Shake your hips from side to side. And then second side. Inhale, second arm forward, wrap it behind your sacrum, pull the sacrum up and back, or just remind its job to keep pulling back and up. Take your hand across into the outer shin. On the inhale, lengthen. On the exhale, twist. Start to walk your hand down the ankle when it feels right for you. With your standing arm, the front arm, press it into the floor, pull the mat forward, keep pulling both hips back. One more breath. And slowly release. Lower down to your knees. Now is a great time for child's pose. Fold your forearms, drop the forehead into the ground, and rest. A couple more breaths here. I'm just going to turn on our timer so that the next pose we have something to monitor as we stay in. Okay, slowly come up. And we're going to go back into that forearm plank. So one of my first classes, we started to build a forearm plank practice so that we can work on building stability, strength, and at the same time release. Okay, interlace your fingers, widen your shoulders, shoulder width apart, and then go ahead and meet me on the floor. Lift one leg up, and then the other. We're going to do this for about 30 seconds. Okay, imagine that you have a tail, send your tail back to the heels, hug your elbows in, press the forearms down, widen the collarbones, and breathe. About 20 more seconds. Keep sending your tail back to the heels. Keep pressing the toes down, lifting the thigh bones up. Keep drawing your pubic bone up and in, and softening your chest forward. Okay, another 11 seconds. We can do this. 9, 8, 7. And we'll say the last 6 silently to ourselves. One more breath. Okay, option 2. Walk the toes in and lift your hips up into dolphin pose. Pike up the hips, and let's spend 15 seconds here. You can do it. Look to your inner heels. Lengthen both inner heels back towards the back of your mat, and then spread the weight equally between the ball of the big toe and all the other toes, middle of the foot and the edges of the feet, the pinky. One more breath. All right. Exhale, lower the knees down. Sweep your hands along your back and come into child's pose. Couple of deep breaths here. When you're ready, stretch your arms forward. Curl those toes under, lift the knees up, come into downward facing dog. Take a big breath here. Lift your heels up. Take a deep inhale here. As you exhale, open the mouth, and then just sigh out of the mouth as loud as you like. Do it twice more. Inhale, lift your heels up. Take a deep breath in, open the mouth. Last one, inhale here. As deep as you like, as loud as you like. Stay here. Inhale in, exhale, horse breath. Flutter the lips, please. Twice more. And then slowly lower down to your knees and come back into child's pose. Notice how this child's pose feels different than the one before. So breaths like that lion's breath, horse breath, just breathing out on the exhale and just going, releasing, not only help us with activating the exhale, releasing all the breath out of the belly that we may be used to holding on to as we breathe on a shallow level, it also helps release the nervous system. When you're ready, come on up from child's pose and just sit back in Virasana. Virasana is when the heels, big toes together, and you're sitting down. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can flip your legs forward or sit in any other way. We're just pausing for a moment and just checking in with our nervous system. Close your eyes. Place one hand onto your belly button. Place another hand to your heart. As you inhale, feel the belly expand towards your palms. Feel the chest expand. On the exhale, soften the shoulders and feel the belly heart hugging you back towards your spine from the inside. On the inhale, feel the belly expand. Let it go without any judgment. Let the chest expand in a 360-degree way. And then as you exhale, notice how the body just hugs you from deep within your own core. Take another breath here. Feel the belly expand. Feel the heart expand. And then on the next exhale, can you keep the chest as open and spacious as possible? And exhale fully out of the belly. Feeling the belly pull back towards the spine. And the chest sort of remains wide and spacious. Wonderful. Okay, open your eyes. Good. Let's go on to the next pose. So, this next pose is tabletop pose. So we're going to turn our toes forward, feet hip distance wide, and then fingertips, let's turn our fingertips back. So we're going to aid the opening of the collarbones with the rotation, the specific rotation in the arms, fingers pulling back. Okay, draw the shoulders forward. This is not where I want them to be, so draw them back. Press the fingertips down to draw the shoulders away from the ears. Now start to press the fingertips down. Notice that the seat can get light. Press into the feet, pull the hips forward any amount. Pull the hips forward any amount. Pull the hips forward any amount. Now, there could be some slight tension in the neck. You can keep looking into your navel. Keep lifting the thigh bones up until your knees become invisible. And then exhale, release. Whew, that was awesome. Let's change it just a tiny bit. You're going to extend your right leg. Point your right toes to the floor. Press the right heel down, press the left foot down, and come on up in a half slide position. Exhale, release. Switch sides, bend the right knee, extend the left leg. Point your left toes, press the left heel down, and right foot down, inhale, lift up. Keep looking to your knee. Lift the thigh bone up so much so that the knee becomes invisible. Exhale, release. Round 4 on this one. Straighten both legs. Bring the big toes, inner heels together. Press into the heels and lift your slide. Lift the hips up, become a slide. Now, keep your shoulders pulling towards the floor. Slide the shoulders towards the tailbone any amount. Some of you press the heels down, hug the inner thighs in, and lift your head, lift your gaze behind you. Open the throat. Take one more breath. Press down to lift up. And exhale slowly. Release. That felt fantastic. I hope it felt fantastic to you too. Okay, a little bit of stillness. At the same time, a lot of sensation in this next pose that's coming up. You're going to spread your body sideways along your mat. You're going to open the knees wide. The heels line up right behind the knee. The heels line up behind the knee. Flex both feet. We're going into frog pose. Go ahead and lower down. Open the knees wide. If you're opening the knees wide, the heels follow so that they're right in front, right tracking 90 degrees with the knees. Release your hips towards the floor. Hips are knee height. They're not forward and not back. And then just wait here and breathe. Notice the tension in the inner groins. And notice how this simple pose can help you easily identify that you might be holding stress here. And this is a great pose, easy pose for you to do at home at any time on the floor. So physics allows us to let this pose just happen. You just need to maintain the 90-degree angle between the knee, the ankle, flex the feet, and then keep the hips knee height. Drop your elbows underneath your shoulders so that they have proper structure, and then you can soften your head as long as you pull your shoulders back. And stay here and breathe. I could probably stay here for a few breaths. What I meant to say is at least a few minutes. One more deep breath. Activate your exhale, meaning press down, round the navel, draw the navel up, and then walk one knee, then the other, walk one knee, and then the other. And then bring your hands in, come onto all fours, and let's add a twist here. A twist will feel great here. So palms and knees slightly generously apart, away from one another. You're going to inhale, reach the right hand forward. And you're going to slide the right hand closer towards the left wrist. Drop the right shoulder, right ear down. Notice the tendency to pull back towards the knees. In fact, draw the weight forward so that your torso is as long as possible, and then twist. If you're pregnant, you will not be doing this pose because I don't want you to get a twist in your belly. Left fingertips, walk them up towards the crown line. Press the fingertips down and keep walking the right shoulder forward. And breathe, close your eyes. See if you can draw the head slightly back so the throat is open and more neutral rather than the chin pulling in towards the heart. So keep the space between the chin and the chest wide in a natural way. Whatever natural feels like in this twist. Okay, take one more breath. Exhale and press down into the left fingertips to come on up. Whew, that felt so good. Inhale, open the chest, a little cow. And then exhale around the spine, a little cat. Do one more round if that feels right to you. Otherwise, join us on round 2. You're going to inhale, left hand up. And you're going to exhale, slide it through closer to the right wrist. Lean the weight forward so that you get maximum length in your spine. Walk your right fingertips along your crown and breathe. Stay here, close your eyes. Keep breathing. Couple more deep breaths. And then slowly release. Make your way out. Beautiful. And then let's come onto the floor. Hug your right knee in. If you have a towel nearby, grab your towel and place your towel over the right foot. Left leg straight or left knee bent. Go ahead and straighten the right leg. This feels so good behind the right leg. Take a couple of breaths here.
Take the towel or the strap onto the right hand. Hold on to the strap with the right hand. Left hand on top of the left thigh. Extend the left thigh forward and then turn the right toes out to the side and then take the right leg out to the side. Wow, this feels so good. Soften the right shoulder, widen the collarbones, lengthen the crown. Flex the right foot and the left leg. Take one more breath here. On the exhale, work the right inner leg and lift it up. Exhale, release. Second side. So this pose is called Supta Pada Gustasana, which means reclined, hand, foot holding pose. Okay, extend the right leg forward, turn the left foot out to the side, and we're going to go straight into that external rotation of the left leg. Open the left leg out to the side. Right hand presses the skin, the flesh of the right thigh down and extends the skin towards the knee. Widen the chest, lengthen the crown, the dome away from the right heel. Flex the right foot, stand it forward. One more breath, big breath into the front body. Feel the belly, chest, arm, heart, throat, eyes. Ease. Find ease in all those places. Find sukha, peace, release, joy, contentment here. Those are the many meanings of the Sanskrit word sukha. Can you find that here? On the exhale, work the left inner leg to lift you up, lift the leg up, and then exhale, release. All right, we're coming to the end of our class. Hug your knees in and give yourself a squeeze. Another beautiful pose here. Close your eyes and keep the knees hugging in and just rock right and left. Just rock. Let the weight of your very own body massage your upper back, your mid back, your hips. It feels so nice. I hope it does to you as well at home. And when you're done, slowly unfold your body. Let the legs release out of the arms. Let the arms unfold to the sides. Take the moment, take this time to tuck your shoulders in. Open your jaw. Let the upper dome of your mouth become spacious. Let the crown become spacious. And then just relax the feet. And drop the weight down to the floor into Shavasana. Feel like taking a big breath out through the mouth. Here's your opportunity to yawn, release, let go what you don't need. Take a big breath in. Let it go. While you are laying in Shavasana, I'm just going to sing a little mantra for us. The essential meaning behind this mantra, the Sanskrit mantra, is to lead us from darkness to light, to lead us from, if there's any kind of underlying pain, to a place of ease, to lead us from dukkha, if that's where we are, to sukha, an internal place of bliss. Feel free to stay in Shavasana as I sing the following mantra for you.
Asato ma satgamaya. Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. Mrityorma vritam gamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hug your knees in. Roll over to the right. Press your left palm down into the earth and then slowly make your way to a seated position with your hands together at your heart. On the inhale, widen your chest, lift your heart up. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, soften your head to your heart. Find one thing that you are grateful for. It might even be as simple as the shirt that you are wearing, or your next meal, or heat, or having a relative. Whatever it is, smile, take another breath in, and exhale, bow further towards the floor. Namaste. One more note before I end for this practice is if you're holding anything in, any kind of feelings, expressions, any kind of thoughts that are circulating in you for a while, find an outlet. Even if that outlet is writing all of it down, or finding a friend or a counselor or somebody that is available to you so that you can let it out. Release it from your body so that it doesn't suppress, it doesn't suffocate, and doesn't obstruct you. Let it go. Believe it or not, whatever it is that you're going through, there are other people that can possibly relate to it, and you might be just teaching them something about themselves. So open up, release it, write about it, share it with a friend, a partner, somebody who's in the business of coaching, a therapist, an online community. Let it go. Release it. Empty. Just like your exhale. Let your exhales go so that you may then be available to receive the nourishing air that the trees breathe out for us. Thank you once again. I hope you enjoyed my class. Namaste.